got a gaga for Charlie Long, and I'm not in the HOBO Depot. Actually, I'm outside. And today we're gonna talk about something really interesting. I think it's interesting because I'm talking about it. Look, because I'm talking about it. All right, so today, let me introduce everybody to you that's here working with me. We have the GK MB 500, and then we have the Bergantino NXT with no hone in it. Then we got the new shop bases. They're all shop bases. I'm gonna tell you why I call them shop bases. In case you want to buy them, you already know why they call them shop bases. This, I ordered this in, and I ordered in to see what was it all about. We already know what this base was, but if you buy it off another site, it is not that anymore. Although it has some inklings of what it was. So I bought it so I can test out all kinds of stuff in the HOBO Depot to see if it works. This is the CNZ audio. Now I'm gonna tell you straight up about this CNZ audio. I'm in love with that. And it's hard for me to say in love with something that I know that didn't cost that much. But I'm in love with that. And then you have the other HOBO Depot custom base, which I had to do a pick guard for, and I put Lakeland pickups, and a friend and subscriber and customer of mine sent me some stuff. But no, that's for this base. I'm gonna tell you about this base later. But anyway, I put a Tomas in there, and I put Lakeland, the Lakeland pickups in there, because I didn't have a Lakeland. And I kept saying, should I buy a Lakeland, or this one has the vibe of a Lakeland? So that's what I did. Remember, once again, these are shop bases. That means they're not flawless. That means they may have a little of this on it or a little of that done to it. Yet still, hey, if you want to buy them, they up to you. So the first thing we'll do, we're gonna try out the original. This has nothing done with it. The only thing I did with this bass is actually had to recrown the frets and level them off, because they were about 2 or 3 of them was off. So I couldn't get it to lower down. Will they lower down? Absolutely. It will actually go real low with the original bridge. Look, if you know what you're doing. So let's look at this. By the pickups, you can tell what this bass were called at one time. Now, it has a polyurethane coat on the neck. Polyurethane. For those who know about polyurethane, it darkens and dampens the tone of the bass. Right? This bass, it comes a little kind of weird. Volume blend, treble bass, and mid, and then it's got an on and off switch. All right, cut the battery on and off. That's the whole gist of that. All right. Oh, I'm sorry. Forgive me. This is my shop chair. Look, from the shop. Okay. First thing we want to do is to see if it's tuned. Okay, the bass comes with 9-volt battery. Can you put anything else in it? Yeah. But first you need to know what the bass sounds like, all right, without a horn. And I keep telling you guys, you want to really know what your bass sounds like, you want to really learn the harmonics and learn the quality of your bass, play it in a cabinet with no horn. Are you going to like it? Nah, because some of you fried high. Nothing sounds good unless it's fried high. What in the world? Well, let's turn the mute on. By just doing this, you can pretty much hear what it sounds like. Okay, so let me go through it. So first we're going to turn everything on. We go to the rear pickup and see what that sounds like. Now, what does the neck feel like? The neck is kind of on the thick, yet comfortable, yet kind of thin side. So it's like thick, yet comfortable, yet thin. Is it manageable? Absolutely. If you play a John Shure 5, then this neck is pretty much like a John Shure 5. That's the best I can tell you. All right, so if you listen at the bass itself, you can hear how thick and wonderfully done it sounds. Now the strings that I put on it, I didn't. They come with Diodaros. You can tell by the balls on the other side of the bridge. That's the rear, front. Now, let's slow it down and stuff. Treble at D10. Nope, that's mid. See, I would have done it completely different. But anyway, when I go inside it, I change everything. So let's do it. Let's go treble first at D10. Oh, I get it. I get it. So, from what they said on the site, I just remembered that this knob down on the bottom so it'll be active passive knob. I don't know what that means, but I don't know. So this is the treble knob right here. All right, let's try it one more time. Look, again. We're in the front pickup. Now, a lot of people ask me on the video, on Facebook, does it still have the other company's preamp? I don't know what the other company preamp was, so I can't tell you that. All I know is I saw inside of it, it looked like a regular preamp to me. You know, nothing exciting, but done well, and it works. Treble all the way. Treble off. Treble all the way, and with this, I don't know what this is supposed to be, active passive thing. So we got it all the way this way. Now all the way this way. Personally, to me, it sounds like a mid control. All right, so now let's go with bass in the D10, treble at D10. The B is to live for. Okay, so now we're gonna take this active, I don't know what that is, but anyway. It just sounds like mid to me. I'm gonna turn it wide open. Now, if you can hear it, it sounds like it's a little bit on the muddy side, on the treble side. It sounds a little muddy. It doesn't clear up, so it has an old throaty sound. So let's go with both pickups on with everything at D10. Without putting anything in this bass, it sounds amazing already. Now, you gotta think, there's no horn in this. There's no horn in here. So if no horn is in there, it's sounding pretty good like this. Let's open the treble all the way. I take this on the gig? Absolutely. Absolutely. Is it worth taking on the gig? Absolutely. The only thing you need to know about these basses is they're basswood. A lot of people call and asking, what, are they elder? Are they ash? They're basswood. Do they sound amazing? To me, I think it does. Naturally, this bass sounds amazing. Let's go to the next one. Now, this is one I cut my own pick guard for. I don't know what kind of design I came up with, but it works. And I use Lakeland pickups. These are Lakeland out of the 5502. You also see I was gonna put other pickups in it, so it's routed out a little bit more right there, a little bit more right there. So, and I'm just telling you, because it's a shot bass, is what it does. So I put a 3-way switch on it, which it didn't work with a certain pickup that I had in there at first, because if you take this pick guard off, this pickup does not fit inside the original hole. And I tried other pickups and they didn't fit originally inside those holes. You have to cut. That's what I'm saying. These pickups that comes with it, it's a little bit different. All right, so then we have the 3-way cut switch on the mid. Polyurethane on the headstock, and polyurethane on the back of the neck. I didn't change the battery compartment. It still got 9 volts, but it's got the it has the Tone Monster in it. You already know it's about the light. Check tuning. The color on this one is absolutely beautiful. Some people call it seafoam. I call it green. Look, you call it what you want. When you get yours, you call it what you want. I call it green. But it's really seafoam. All right, we will start with the Music Man. Remember, the Music Man has no switching in it. All right, so that switch in the front, I can hook it up to make it do the 3-way cut thing. I'm not gonna do that. I just want to hear what bass sounds like with just a regular Music Man with no switching in it, and a regular P bass, and a regular P and Music Man, which is the 5502 vibe. So we had the rear, the switch is all the way to the back. There's nothing on. Here we go. I got SIT strings on it. These are steels. It's laying directly on the neck. That Music Man is something else. P bass. Uh-oh, something going crazy. Oh. So this is what happens. Look, we put these more expensive batteries in it.
But good news for them as they try to get back to where.
Oh. Now, I'm glad this happened so you guys can see what's going on.
Oh.
So you'll know if something's going crazy and it happens to you or your gig. See, I'm gonna show you what you need to do. So I kept the cheap little battery thing clip there, but if you look at the battery clip, I don't know if it came from overseas and made it that way, but it's a little green in there. But the main problem is see that big one right there? It needs to be pressed in because the battery is not connecting directly. And so you have to close it up with some pliers. Check this out.
So this is what you do. You take your pliers and just press them in just a little bit. Just keep pressing them in so they can tighten up on each side. You don't want to do too much. See, I done did too much. See that? That's too much. I pressed in. Watch this down. I'm going to do it sitting down because I can't do the whole in. But you want that battery enough where we don't have no mistakes. There we go. That's tight. Just press it in. Learning something today. Check this out. Hear that? See? Solved the problem. Both pickups. Sounds like with nothing on, but we're gonna start dialing in some stuff. Dial in treble first. Mid. Bass. Take the switch that's back here and move it to the middle. Back in the back. Middle. All the way to the front. Without a horn, you can hear the quality of what this bass sounds like. But turn it down a little bit though. See a little booty here. We'll take the switch, take it all the way to the back again. Open up the treble to about 3/4. Now, I'm just going to show y'all just a little bit what these basses can do if you decide to put some money in them. This, I really like. This, I wanted a Lakeland, and I keep saying that. And when this came in, I just kept looking at it going and visualizing. I could get the same kind of vibe, but a little bit different. And the difference is from this bass and a Lakeland is that this one throws more bottom. The bottom, because of the polyurethane on the neck, the bottom bounces out a whole lot more. I didn't change the bridge, still got the same original bridge. When you change the bridge, guys, you make sure your measurements are exactly on it. If it's not, it will go up past the neck on the other side of the neck. So make sure your measurements are right before you order anything. Now, let's look at my girl. I took her to rehearsal last night. And y'all, it was amazing. It was amazing. So, this is what I did. So, I got me a different plate, ordered me a plate. And then I got Lindy Fraylins. These are Lindy Fraylins. They're wound. They're not overwound. I normally get my stuff like 5 over, sometimes 7 over. I think these are like 5, I think, over. I put a Babbage bridge on it, which I really love this bridge, tremendously love this bridge. You have a Spectre preamp in it. This is just a regular old Spectre. This is not a HasLab, just a regular old Spectre tone pump. Volume, treble, and bass. The neck. Let's talk about the neck. Y'all, I don't know what to tell you about this neck, but the whole bass scares me because I have an American Jazz. Let's look at the back of it. Now, you also notice I trimmed everything in gold, or I put gold tuners on it. When I started doing stuff like that, this bass is made in China. This right here is made in China. But it's got like 9.5, 10 pounds of weight, and she's, ooh, you're here. Ready? First, we're gonna check the tune. This from last night. You hear that bass? You hear that bass? Okay. So, when the bass came in, I wanted a Jazz. When I first saw this bass, a friend of mine named Nate bought one out of one of the stores in Maryland. I can't call the name because I don't want to get in trouble. But anyway, he bought it out of a store out of Maryland from a friend of mine who owned the store. And he called me and said, "Man, I got this bass that looks like a Jazz." He said, "Man, this thing is just amazing." So immediately I looked it up online. Found out that bass didn't cost really that much. And I said, okay. I said, well, bring it home. Let me take it to the shop and find out what exactly is going. I'm doing a video. Squirrels. So I said, bring it. My gangster squirrel. So these are the kids though. So I told him to bring it home, and by the time he got home, before he could get here with it, I have already bought one online. This arrived. When it arrived, I said, there's something about this that's right. And what is it about it? I was like, I don't know yet, but I'm gonna put it in the shop, and I'm gonna glamorize it. So I took the pickups out. I put a Babbage bridge on it. I put Lenny Fraylins in it. A friend sent me a Spectre preamp. So I immediately dropped that in. I didn't drop a Tone Monster in, I dropped the Spectre in, which was, the Spectre preamp is really kind of cool. It's just a tone pump. That's all it is. I just wanted to come up. I didn't want it to do anything brilliant and sound this way because I wanted to see what it sounds like natural. I played it naturally too, and it was like, whoa, this is so cool. So I glamorized it up with all the gold. But let's hear what the bass sounds like coming through an amp with no hone in it. That's the rear pickup. Now, there's nothing on. This is what this bass sounds like with nothing on. Front pickup. it doesn't have a notch, so I gotta figure out where it is in the middle. I think that's about the middle. Bass in the middle. Right there. Let's try treble at around 3/4. The thing about this bass is with the Lindy Fraylins, it sounds natural. Ain't no top heavy. It's just a lot of bottom, because the body of the bass is just amazing. When I tell y'all, this bass sounds amazing. This is my new love right here. This bass plays and sounds amazing, even with no home. Okay, Mr. B, go ahead. Go on now. Now, if this bass sounds like this, just like this, and it's not detuned, just think about it if you tune down to A or even E flat. This thing will throw so much bottom is unbelievable. I have not changed anything on this amp. Every bass sounds like it does because of that same setting. Treble 3/4, just a little bit past 3/4. Now, if you like sizzle, high fry, it will give you that, but its main purpose is to sound like a bass. We are so losing that concept. Bass at 3/4. Stuff rattling. I can see you. You right there. I can see you. Why you doing this to me? Thank you, here. Going back up to your house. Anyway, guys, I want to thank you guys for coming by my YouTube, and these are my shop basses. I'll be getting some more in too, because I want to try other things with them. But if you're interested, let me know. Hey, with this bass right here, I think I'm gonna do other things to it. Like I want to put some barks in it, but I have to wait. So MK1s, I think MK1s would sound good in this bass, so I'm going to try those. Possibly next week. I'm just go ahead and go ride it out for the MK1s, put them in there, keep the same bridge, same tuners, everything. Just do some nut work and some fret work. Well, we already done that, because you won't have to do that when you get the bass. To make it drop down like it should, probably do a little bit of nut work and fret. You definitely got to do some fret work to get it done. Once again, guys, thanks for coming by YouTube. Please keep praying for the Queen and I and the Hobo Depot that it shall remain being a watering hole for the world in worlds to come. Every morning we praying for you guys, that you guys have a safe trip to work, or if you don't go to work, just get up and be able to walk around and have fun. Okay, let me put this down. That's my girl right there now. We out of here. Peace. Well, these jobs are nice.